Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this Mattel figure review for a basic figure of Dolph Ziggler. Now, I've got a box and I've got a figure and the reason that they're not together is because I did start this review and then I had a few technical difficulties and I got about halfway, so now I'm having to restart it. It's not the end of the world. I can still go through everything that I want to go through. I think the best place to start though will be with the packaging. So first of all, you got big smiley picture there of Dolph Ziggler, and then we've got the information of who else is in this series. So John Cena, as always, and Braun Strowman. First time to line for Braun Strowman, which is pretty cool. It's a good figure as well, but I'm just holding out for the Elite that will be out in the UK soon. Brock Lesnar, good, doesn't have his mouth open like the Elites, so it's a decent looking figure, that one. Lana, we're going to talk about that in a sec. Dolph Ziggler, going to talk about that in a sec. Xavier Woods, it's another, like, a different attire. It's like a red attire. I really don't need any more Xavier Woods. And then Apollo Crews. Finally we found an Apollo Crews. He was quite tricky to find around here, but I'll put a link to the toy hunt where we actually finally find Apollo. Boom. So that's the packaging. Let me tell you the backstory as to why I've got this figure and why I'm reviewing this figure. In 2015, Lana, the manager of Rusev, stepped away basically from Rusev. She was getting a lot of crowd support and she stepped away because Rusev didn't like it and he was starting to be quite nasty to her. But that's where Dolph stepped in, and basically in the wrestling world she got together with Dolph. Now Rusev went out and got himself a Lana replacement, that was Summer Rae, and so the big storyline, the big feud for 2015 for these guys was Dolph and Lana against Summer Rae and Rusev. And it was pretty awful, to tell the truth. Had a few decent moments in it. I can remember Summer Rae putting Lana into the Accolade, which looked quite painful. Yeah, you know, there was some decent bits, but overall it was pretty poor. And the reason that I think it failed was because they were building it and building it and building it, and then out of nowhere, Lana and Rusev get engaged. It went completely against the storyline, because in truth, in real life, Lana and Rusev hadn't split up. And so they announced their engagement, it goes against the storyline, they have to then just completely drop the storyline, and that's it, it's done. So it was really weird how it all kind of played out, and it was a mess. But Mattel have gone and released figures from that feud. So the Lana one is awesome. She's in denim, which you don't see her ever wear. She's normally in a business suit, but because she wasn't with Rusev, she goes all in denim. On her, I think it's a skirt, she's got like DZ for Dolph Ziggler. And the rumour was that this Dolph Ziggler had Lana written on the back, which obviously you can't see in the packaging. A lot of people have said, why are they two basics and not a battle pack? I don't know. It would have made sense to have released them as a battle pack. Not sure what accessory you could have thrown in with Dolph and Lana, but I don't think that really matters. There's a Lucha Dragons battle pack coming out soon, and their accessory is a surfboard, and I certainly don't remember them going surfing. So yeah, I don't think it really matters. So I think it would have been quite cool if it would have been a battle pack, but instead they've released it as two separate basics. So I can tell you that it does say Lana on the back, but you can't make it out that clearly because it's across the joins, it's across the leg joins. It actually says kickstart my heart, and it doesn't say heart, it's just got a picture of a heart, and then it's got Lana over that heart. It's got like a zip on the front, obviously not a real zip, and I think there might be zips on the side. There's quite a bit of detail on this ring attire for Dolph, but I've got to admit I'm quite disappointed that you can't clearly read that on the back. That's an issue for me. Face scan, I think, is really cool. Dolph Ziggler tends to have pretty good facial expressions and pretty good face scans on his figures. This one doesn't disappoint. Just black kind of wrist tape, and they look like MMA gloves, but I'm not sure if he wears MMA gloves. But as I say, yeah, really like the attire. The boots as well look pretty cool. It's really quite smart. All in all, I think this is a decent figure. I would give it a low 9. I just think the key thing for me buying this is the fact it says Lana on the back, and you can't clearly make that out. So I just mark it down on that. But if you're after a Dolph Ziggler figure, this is a pretty decent one. So I think definitely worth considering picking up. Awesome, guys. I'll put a link to the Lana review in the description below because that's a great figure. Really enjoyed reviewing that one. But this would have made a great set. It's a shame they didn't release it as a battle pack. Cool. I'd love to know your thoughts. Drop it in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a like. And yeah, if you haven't hit subscribe yet, really would appreciate it if you could. Cool, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. And hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now. Oh, Dolph! Oi, stop it. Oh, God. Oh, sorry.